All right, it is April 18th and being recorded on April 18th. I still had 2 naps, but I actually don't feel too bad right now, so we're going to go with this. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. But yeah, so recording on the 18th, and actually kind of excited. We got some good news in this fun world. Yes, Nintendo finally revealed, and I'm sorry, my Canadian friends, we have some real dipshits at the head of this country right now, but we have a pre-order date, and they are keeping the price to that, which is fine with me. That's totally fine with me, especially because with these tariffs, these stupid ass tariffs, yeah, I was worried, but that's the good news. The bad news is there's still stuff that's going to be going up. You're going to see that the accessories are going up because of those stupid tariffs. And yes, this is not a Nintendo only thing. It's just affecting them more directly at the moment. Because, for one, Xboxes, they're manufactured over in Taiwan and in China. And their games are actually manufactured in Mexico. So, tariffs. And PlayStations are manufactured also over in Taiwan and Mexico. So are like iPhones and your phone probably and a bunch of stuff. Weird, I know how it works. So dumb, right? So it's going to affect everyone. I mean, it even affected others. Let's see here. Let's move over to this. Like computer parts, which he exempted temporarily. Yes, temporarily. That's the key word here. And they're not brilliant, but yeah. Like Razer had to stop selling their laptops for a little bit because of their stuff comes from overseas. And you're saying, oh, we're just going to build that. We're going to build that manufacturing plant, and jobs are going to come back. And how long does it take to build one of those? Just tell me that, because we don't have that infrastructure. We also, the raw materials that are needed for that, a lot of them are not in this country. They don't exist in this country in any amount that we could use at the volume we need. But keep going on. So yeah. Who's angry? I'm not angry. But you know, don't take it just for me on also who pays the tariffs, because why would Nintendo be putting their prices up if, you know, they were maybe, you know, covering the costs? Because they don't. Let's go over to Walter Masterson here.
Who pays the tariffs? The Chinese government pays the tariffs.
As
no, they
he
don't. Yes, they do.
Explains it
I'm an
with
importer and exporter for 20 years.
I'm going to just do the TikTok thing and be like,
When a product comes into the US, there's something called a tariff sheet. I, as the buyer
I mean,
of
I
that product, follow US law and pay the tariff.
Mm-hmm.
American citizen, American tax.
Also a good one to
I pay
follow.
that tariff to the US government, and that increase in the cost I then sell to you for a higher price because I want to cover that tariff.
yeah,
There is no
we cover the tariffs. We cover the tariffs. Who
Who
knew?
Tariffs are never a zero-sum game. Tariffs are a tool. For example, you might
And if
say,
when they're targeted,
"We want
right?
some
Yeah.
shit you."
But
Yeah,
we're getting
we are gonna give you-
Mr. Orange Jelly Bean there in chief. He's not doing strategic. And you can go over and watch the whole video over on his Instagram and his TikTok and, you know, all that stuff. But, you know, back to this. Who pays the tariffs? Well, let's go over to this. What? DHL? This is today, too. They are freezing shipments that exceed $800 because, yeah, someone has to pay the tariffs, and if someone pays it, they have to send it back, and, yeah, or they're sitting on it, but they're going to probably be sending it back. So, yeah, and I know China announced that they are going to cease accepting, I know Hong Kong, maybe China too, U.S. postal stuff. And they're going to stop, I know Hong Kong announced they're going to stop shipping stuff too. So no more players at imports for me in my video games, but what? Right. But, you know, maybe they're, how did this even work? I thought the other counterpoint is going to be, of course, they are. Then we're countering the tariffs they've already put on our products. It's only fair. Unfortunately, that's not how this is calculated. First off, we got this stupid thing, which when you remove the X to the lower I there and the E to the whatever that is, it actually ends up being MI over MI. Yeah. It's not really that complicated, as they put it here. Boils down to simple math. Take the trade deficit for the U.S. goods in particular, divide that by total good imports, and then divide the number by 2. Dumb, right? And it also means it's not tariffs we are reciprocating on trade deficits. That's what this is, a trade deficit. So, like, they even go into it here on how the European one was calculated. And that means stuff like lower wealth countries. Basically, the cruel reality is we take advantage of their economies to manufacture our goods for cheap. Surprise. It kind of makes me have to pause for a second and go, yeah, the shitty reality of, you know, your smartphone or your Switch or your Xbox or your TV is that we take advantage of these other countries and their labor, their cheap labor. They don't have even our minimum wage, even though it's been, unfortunately not, the federal one has not been raised in about 2 decades. It's still $7.25. It's still higher than most of these countries like Vietnam, Taiwan, China actually pay their workers. Also, benefits. We're guaranteed benefits in this country if you're working full time. So they don't get that. And that's additional cost to the employer. So it all adds up, which also adds up to if we manufacture stuff here, they're going to go up because they're paying more. And like those tariffs, companies don't actually fucking cover them. And then I was going to show you this because some people are like, I'm just going to buy American. And well, guess what? Ford's looking at if the tariffs don't cease, they're going to be affecting your cost by July. And guess what? Well, that employee discount's only 10%. So they're not really giving you much of a discount. Sorry. Bad news. But the other thing I wanted to show you is there is an awesome group called The Leopards Ate My Face, subreddit. What is it named after? It's named after a meme where on Twitter back in the day when it was decent. I have hiccups. But yeah, so basically, yeah, I voted for the Leopard Party. I didn't expect them to eat my face. That's what it's based on. They expected them to eat that guy's face and that person's face, and yeah. Anyways, there's some good stuff in here. Where is it? This one here. We'll zoom in on this one. But Atlantic tells the story of this farmer. He just got a shipment of his livestock feed, a 2,200 tariff. He was shocked because he can't raise the price of his milk. He can't raise the price. He can't feed his cows less. He can't go to another one because it's more expensive because of the distance and all. And he wants to say, what? If that goes up, then they should be including it in their cost. But instead, they're not responsible. The person bringing it here is responsible to pay to accept it. Ta-da! Like, yeah, this is a great group if you're looking for a little bit of cheering up. Let's go with this one. I don't think this is a good policy at all. I have a fairly robust education in economics, but certainly not an expert. I've tried to keep thinking these are not some very smart moves behind smart people behind me for a second. This is all making me uneasy. I think what bothers me most is I'm getting the sense I'm not being told the truth, not necessarily lied to. Not being told the truth, but they're not lying. Even though if you're not telling me the truth, then you're probably lying. They're in denial. This is from the conservative subreddit too. They try not to bullshit stats just to justify what they're doing, which has a right inside the bell curves. Can easily see through. Yeah. They're just fucking. Ugh. Anyways, but I want to go out with a good thing. We want to go out on a good thing. So we're gonna show you Mario World. I already have it muted, so we're just gonna play. But yeah, fucking gorgeous 4K Nintendo. Not only that, it is 24 characters. If you can tell, 24 characters and open world. Check this out. It's open world. You can free roam this. Like, there is so much cool stuff. Check that out. It's glorious. It's glorious. And it comes out on my birthday. So, birthday money probably gonna help for this. So yeah, I am fucking all in. I need a win and getting some Mario Kart and getting a Switch 2 and getting Nintendo stuff in 4K. Oh my god. For me, that's like, oh my god. It's just a dream. So, oh, look at that. They're flying. All right, but speaking of things like flying, you're probably rushing out to a show probably tomorrow or the next day. So I got something to tell you about so you can help have a good direction to go to. So let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I'm recommending shows for the next 7 days around the Valley of the Sun of awesome music, awesome bands, awesome musicians, ones that I think just rule, or that I've checked out, at least digitally at this point, since I've been stuck dealing with long COVID for now 33 months and dealing with chronic fatigue, which today, like I said there, it's not horrible, so that's cool. I just got this, the bomb hasn't exploded yet, so there's good news. Should probably empty that. I don't know how old some of that candy is in there. But yeah, also that I recommend masking, of course, as just a courtesy to people around you, at least when you're indoors at a show. But courtesy to the touring artists, lowers their risk of catching this and dealing with this shit. And, just protect yourself too. You don't want to deal with the shit that I've been dealing with for this long. It sucks, trust me. The fact that today is even probably the best day, maybe yesterday was not too bad. But yeah, it's not good. I still took 2 naps. You don't want to deal with this shit, so do what you can to lower your risk of this stuff. Of course, other housekeeping. Be sure to like this wherever you're watching it, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, all that fun stuff. I'm sure after that longer intro, people are going to be like, fuck you. But hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you liked it. At least I'm enjoying this. But yeah, be sure to like it where you're watching. And also, if you're on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because that helps me out. As those subscriber numbers go up, I get access to stuff like ad revenue, but also it helps you out. Helps you out in terms of you get notifications whenever I upload this content or any other content to it, which in normal health is when I do live streams. I used to live stream more on Twitch. Right now, my energy is just sitting up in this chair will drain me after last time it was about 40 minutes. But yeah, so it sucks. But I'll try to get back to that. We'll try to do that. So, in the meantime, if you can help me out, that'd be awesome. Other things you can do is by going to patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Yes, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. That's the address where you can support me. Even $1 a month tier on there, $5 a month tier helps me out with equipment costs, helps me out with web service hosting of the website you see there. Even helps me out when I do make it out to shows with gas money and ticket costs and all that stuff. Like, I'm still looking at trying to do punk rock bowling. I probably can't do the main festival. At least not if I stay this way. I can do 3 bands of it, which is not worth the cost of it, unfortunately. But maybe do the club shows like I've done past years. 7 seconds would be awesome. So see what I can do. But yeah, it helps me out with that kind of stuff too. So patreon.com/everyshowjoe. You can always support me there. And it's like buying me Kentucky at mid-size low bar or smaller bar. That kind of stuff. Or water. So yeah. Thank you, everyone that does support me over there, though. Thank you. Other thing to mention, of course, is, multiple things. So, first off, if you're wondering what that awesome music that's underneath it, it is Hans Gruber and the Diehards. You saw me wearing a shirt last week. This week, I'm putting their music underneath. Is Today Worth Waking Up For is the name of the song off of Hans Gruber and the Diehards 2. Mostly because I don't have MP3s for the latest album. But still, I want to get them featured because you need to go check out Hans Gruber and the Diehards if you haven't already. The other thing to mention, of course, is go to everyshowjoe.com. Go check out my website where I have all my photography that I've taken over the years posted over there, plus write-ups of why I think those bands rule, those artists rule, all that kind of fun stuff, and also updates on everything I've gone through with my long COVID stuff up to the new year. It's all logged on there, so you can go check that out at everyshowjoe.com. Plus, there's a link on. I should be promoting it. I do have an Every Show Joe shirt you can support too, $15. There's a store link on there. You can click in the menu bar and pick up a shirt, wear it around, support me that way too. Appreciate that too. Of course, other things I like to do every week is gotta stress: fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, misogyny, all that fucking bullshit. That the whole Gilman Street thing back to what, late 1980s. Like, it's not a new thing, and we should fucking be defending this, standing up for this shit, and pushing against it. I can't believe it's not even. Yeah, so let's do things to be more positive. Let's get involved. Let's do more stuff. Of course, you go to everyshowjoe.com. There's the Get Involved section in the menu bar. You can click there and find all the links to this stuff, like LA Wildfire support links there. You got links to the Palestine Children Relief Fund. We've got Abortion Fund of Arizona, which is starting to do transitional care once again. Huzzah. Huzzah. But yeah, you can go check them out. Plus, they're a great just knowledge source if you have questions. And they're also one that are still standing up for anything that may come to threaten the rights, reproductive rights of anyone out there. That, yeah, they're still under threat and siege, unfortunately, even from our states. But also other stuff that you can get involved with. Black Lives Matter. We got the Phoenix Metro one on there. We got Food Air in Action, a great organization. We also got the 1in10.org organization. ACLU's on there, which I donated to this year. Let's see, Stop Asian American Pacific Islander Hate, all First Nation.org, a bunch of awesome stuff. Feed Phoenix, Punk Rock Saves Lives. I need to put on there 5051, the 5051 movement, which again, at least tomorrow, the 19th, will have. I'm going to see some awesome friends doing that. I wish this chronic fatigue would let me be out there longer than and safely get home. But I fucking am so happy seeing everyone there. And if I could be out there, I would be out there. So fucking hell yeah, everyone that is doing out there. We got to push back against this horrible administration. But yeah. So yeah, I should put that on there. After the recording, we'll see if I remember. Yeah, so there's some awesome stuff you can support and get involved with and do stuff and be proactive. And they also take donations if you don't have the time. You can always support them that way. Other things, of course, speaking of supporting your favorite music, your favorite bands, everyone, you want to go support them, right? You want to go buy their music. You want to go buy their shirts, which I even got my fuck RFK Jr. pin on, because fuck that dude. He's further clarifying he has no fucking clue what autism is. That will get me angry, and hopefully... Am I red? Man, that'll get me angry. But yeah, buy the merch. Go to the merch booths. Go to the merch websites directly for the artists. That's the best way they will get the most of the money they can off of their merch. And so support them that way. Buy their music. And also, even on Bandcamp. Buying an album on Bandcamp, even with Bandcamp's cut, is more than, was it over 1,000 or something streams on Spotify, so go support them that way. So yeah, and then of course, the way I miss the most is getting out to a show, watching your favorite bands, watching your favorite musicians, seeing friends, even in the social climate. It's just, I fucking miss it. Love when I am able to get out there. But yeah, let's start with tonight, the 18th, even though it's probably too late by the time this gets uploaded. We got Prison Affair with Jade Helm, Doms, hell yes, at Nile Underground, 7 p.m. We got Bocat with a surprise pop-up show with adult books at Vince Sar's Walk and Roll, 8 p.m. We got Mellow Tobe, Slugbug, Jude Kellyan, and Callie Rosa at the Valley Bar, 6:30 p.m. We've got Planet I Love You, Bu, Sun-Dried, and BRI Tap Room, or at BRI Tap Room, sorry, 8 p.m. And then down in Tucson, Jimmy World with Early Black at Rialto Theater down there, 8 p.m. Then Saturday, it's actually a lighter Saturday, but also a good Saturday of shows. This one, good one here at Ground Zero Studios started off. We got Faye with Brad Stacy, Glitter Vomit, Ground Zero Studios, 6:30 p.m. We also got maybe next year's Carol Pacey and Honey Shakers, and standing at the back, Chopper Johns, 8 p.m. We also got Planet I Love You, Narwhals Jr., Sun-Dried, and Blue at Fallout House, 7 p.m. It's kind of the same lineup. No, I noticed. We also got G-Rag and Z-Lig, Implosion Deluxe, from Germany. They're playing with Golden Boots from Tucson, Gene Trip, and Porcelain. I think there is a typo here. That should be Porcelain. Porcelain Factory at MySpace Phoenix, 8 p.m. Also, we got Scaring Scary Kids Scaring Kids with Death.gov, Mayor Packs in Winter Haven at Yucca North, Flagstaff 7 p.m., which there's snow up there. So you can go and enjoy some snow, because we're getting rain. I'm like leaning in. We're getting rain here in Phoenix, so, and I saw they're getting snow up in Flag, so you can go drive safe, but you can see some snow and some awesome music. Then Sunday, which is 420, and it's Easter. How dare they make my Easter about weed or something? I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, I got nothing. It looks like everyone's taking it off. I know a lot of stuff are closed. Most of the bars are open now. Anyways, do what you will on that day. Enjoy, be safe. Then Monday, though, I found some good stuff. I found Teen Mortgage. I was checking out their music. It's all, I think it was just all singles right now on their Bandcamp, but really good. They're playing with Spoonbenders, Miserable Ghost at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. And then down in Tucson, Trashed, another one I was like listening to and discovering, playing with Doan, with Summer Brews, and Dear Marianne at Club Congress, and she's on 7 p.m. A pair of awesome shows up and right here and down south. Tuesday, nothing. Like I said, it's a later week though. Wednesday, we got Jason D. West and Siskiyou Crust with Katie May at the Dirty Drummer, 8 p.m. Thursday, got nothing. Then Friday, we've got Push and Veronica with Cold Weather Kids, Millennial Summer, and Belladonna at the Valley Bar, 6:30 p.m. Belladonna, I apologize. I noticed you were following me, and I follow you back today. Like, check out your music. It is awesome. And so, yeah, this is all really cool. We also got Trash Can Romeo's, the Fast 86ers, and Killing Sunday, which Facebook can do the talking on a member of that band and me over at Palo Verde Lounge, Phoebe Lounge, 8 p.m. We also got Wheelwright, a release party at the Dirty Drummer, 7 p.m. Plus, Jam Now is playing over Last Exit Live, 8 p.m. And in Cave Creek at Mr. Communicado, Mr. I, Genie's Cave Creek, 7:30 p.m. So, yeah, it's a lighter week. Hence, the longer intro. Perfect, right? But, yeah, there you go. There is some awesome shows to check out. Whether you're celebrating 420, whether you're celebrating Easter, whether you're not celebrating either. Have fun. I hope there's some good food open at least. Is that just Chinese food? Anyways, I'll have to figure that out. We'll see if that's within diet also. Watch those calories. But still hasn't exploded, so we're good. We're good. A little dusty. There we go. Ba-bomb. Ba-bomb. Oh, man. Remember when they were tiny in that first Mario Brothers movie? Anyways, we don't think about that anymore. We have a good Mario Brothers movie. But all right, I think that's it. We're gonna call it here. But until next week, have fun out there. Be safe if you're drinking. Get a ride share, PD. Share the bands, artists that you're seeing, you love. They appreciate it. They love it. I like to see it because it helps me discover some stuff too. And yeah. So until next week, take care.